So welcome back. Now we are back with our example on foreign remittance. So we were discussing these steps for accounting in foreign remittance. Now we will discuss it with the help of an example. Okay. So we have already told you that we are a hotel company named as Bonvoy Hotels, and we are making a lot of payments to foreign parties for XYZ things, like let's say a music service online, or maybe a spa service or anything, not just spa service like this, or it is a online service given by foreign parties. So, or the reservation service, maybe advertising service, it can be anything. So we were taking all these services on behalf of Bonvoy Hotels, and we have to discuss an example based upon that. So let us see the documents which we have for accounting, and then we will see the accounting aspects. Okay. 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 I hope you can see everything. I hope you can see it. Sorry. Okay. Now, uh, should I? Okay. Now see. Just down. Okay. So here you can see that this is a foreign bill transaction advice. This is the advice after making the payment, which banks gives us. Sorry, which banks gives us. Okay, this is a foreign advice after making the payment. Bank will send it to us. So this is to Bonvoy Hotels. Okay, this is our address. Fine, GST number. Okay, then there is a bill number. You can see here. This is a bill number. This is the transaction reference number. Suppose the party in front, they want a reference number, you have to share this number. Okay, that this is the transaction reference number. This is the transaction ID, the date on which the transaction happened, the bank through which it has happened. This is the bank. Now, which party is it? This is Music Conji Limited. We have assumed that Ltd is, this is not limited in India, they're limited outside. Okay, so let it be. This is a hypothetical name. So Music Conji Limited, they are a company, foreign party. And how much we have paid? We have paid them GBP 2170, 2170 pounds, at the rate of 89.31, total INR converted to 1,93,802. Okay, so this was somewhere wrong, so we've corrected it. We have paid, again it gives the summary below, that you have paid 2170 pounds GBP, then converting to INR is 193, this, and this is the GST amount on the commission. Bank is charging some commission, right? Like 1500 rupees is the bank charges. This is the bank charges amount, and this is 135, 135. This is the GST amount, and there's some other charges, PT charges, whatever. These are bank charges. Okay, 750. Then there is GST on it. The total of these all bank charges and everything comes to 2919. Okay, of all of these from 264 here to here, this is 2919. So don't get confused. This is the total they have given. Okay, all of this. So this is what it is. This is the payment advice. Moving. Okay, oh, sorry. Okay, done. So moving on to the next document we have. This is the invoice, Music Conji. Okay, this is the annual. Now this is the annual music service. Okay, now we are assuming that we are sitting in the month of September 19, and we are booking this invoice. So this is an annual service. So here we can understand one thing, that this is a prepaid thing. We have to classify into one part as expense and one part into prepaid. From May 19 to April 2020, this is what they are doing. Total $2,170. Now, second point which we have seen here is whether it is a grossing up or not. How you will know that whether we have grossed up or not? See, it is very simple. Your invoice amount is 2,170 pounds, and how much you have paid? You have paid 2,170 amounts, correct? No tax deducted. Now, if we see form 15CB, this is form 15CB. Go to the second page and see whether there is amount of TDS written over here. Yes, this is TDS. and they are saying in foreign currency you have to deduct 251 GBP. This is in foreign currency, so 251 GBP, and in Indian rupees is 23,376. This you have to deduct. So CA is saying that you have to deduct this amount, but you are paying the full amount, 2,170 Great Britain pound. It means it is a clear cut thing that you have to gross it up. The company is not accepting it. So I'm assuming that obviously you will, if you're processing it, you will obviously know it. But in case you are in a company wherein someone else is processing it and you are just accounting it, you will come to know by this that yes, this the TDS amount needs to be deducted, but still we have made the full payment. So hence it is a grossing up. We'll come to know how the grossing up works and how the accounting is done, so we'll let you know. Okay, let us just understand the documents first. So first of all, we have seen the payment advice, how much we have paid. Then there's the invoice. Okay, here we come to know that it's a expense and a prepaid. I will write it here. There's one part is expense, one part will be prepaid. This we must remember. Okay, then there is a form 15CB which is given by a chartered accountant. It contains all the details of that whom you are paying to, this Music Congi Limited, where it is, where the company registered, UK, then how much amount you are paying in GBP, INR, what is the address, XYZ, then whether taxes are has been grossed up, then here it is yes. You can see it here also, they are also saying it. So I don't see it here, I just make it from there, that whether you have what is the invoice amount, how much you have paid. So I make it out from there. Otherwise it is written in 15CB also. So this is how much you are paying and this is what it is, how much tax you need to deduct. This is always on the second page. You have to go to the second page and see what is the TDS amount. Okay, and this is this, and this is the I've just put in my name as the CA, so doesn't matter, you can put any name. Okay, and just importantly, just remember, no, not here, 15CA. Okay, so 15CB is being given by a chartered accountant declaring the tax amount which needs to be deducted. Now the 15CA, the 15CA part is basically declaration by the entity. So please see here, you will see it contains an acknowledgement number right over here on the top. So this acknowledgement number, is used in the returns. When you file a return, you have to put in this acknowledgement number, TDS returns. Okay, so this is that. Then it contains the same details from 15CB, so none to be discussed, whom you are paying to, how much you are paying, what is their address, XYZ, all the details are coming from 15CB, so nothing needs to be discussed. How much is the amount? Same, 2170 Great Britain pound. What is the in Indian currency? Now see, amount written over here is somewhat different, but why I have taken this example, it is different because sometimes happens that when you go for a 15CB, at that time exchange rate is different. When you make the payment, at that time exchange rate is different. When you create this 15CA, then exchange rate is different. So sometimes people mistake and do it, that they change this amount in 15CA and CB, but I would say, I would suggest, see, it is same. So I would suggest that these both the amount should be same. I mean, they shouldn't be different. It will be different when you make the payment. So you see that we have declared that we will make the payment of 2,01,398 over here. Here 2,01,398 we will pay. But right now what happened when we went for bank payment, because the 15CB was generated on a different date. At that time the rate was different. You never know that how much rate you're gonna pay. So at the time of making payment, you paid 1,93,000 rupees 802. So this happens. So this will be taken care of when you account for. I will tell you how to account for. Okay. Now this is in 15CA. Then this is a declaration 15CA that yes, we have declaring this right, etc. So these are the documents. This is the first case. Now moving on to the accounting part, let us understand the accounting of this first case. right now. Okay, so when you are making this payment, so first of all you have to decide the expenditure, what kind of expense it is. So this is a music service which is taken by the hotel, that music which plays into the lobby. If you go to a hotel lobby, you will see music is running every time, so nobody is going and playing it in the background, it is being played automatically online. So that service is this Music Conji Limited providing. So let us say music service account debit. Okay, so what will be the accounting entry? Accounting. So to account for, I will tell you, take 15 CB, 15 CB values. Whenever you are account for, only account for on the basis of 15 CB values. Okay, so our expense is music expense account debit. I'll tell you the amount. Okay, now, okay, let us do one thing. I will not give you a club entry right away in this example. We will do the club entry in the next example. Right now we will do it differently, I mean different entries. So first of all we are booking the expense. So let us see, I'm sorry, let us see how much is the amount in 15 CB. So we will open the 15 CB. Okay, you have your notes, you can open your notes and see the 15 CB. So this is the 15 CB. How much you are paying? 2,01,398. Okay, this is our expense. Okay, but whether it is grossed up or not, first of all you have to see. So 2,01,000 is not your expense. You are making this payment to Music Conji Limited, and over and above you are making the payment of tax. What is the amount of tax? 23,376. Over and above that you are making this payment to the government. So your total expense amount is 23,000 plus this 2,01,398. Okay, so we will calculate this how much it is and we'll book there. 23,376, sorry, and 201,398. So let us write down the accounting entry. 1,398 plus 23,376. We'll write the total amount. This is the expenditure part, expense debit. Now we'll not book TDS here, we'll club it into another entry we'll make. 2 I'm sorry, just one more thing I have to discuss. So this amount will not go to your expense. Let us calculate expense, because the invoice is for complete period and we are booking it in the month of September 19. Okay, invoice is for full period. Okay, so we have to bifurcate it into expense and prepaid, right? So what is the total amount? Total amount is 201,398 plus 23,396, if I'm not wrong, 23,376. Okay, 76. The total is coming to 224,794. This is the total amount. Now we have to bifurcate it into expense. How much will go to expense and how much will go to prepaid? See, so first of all we have to see the invoice. What is the starting date of invoice? May 2019, and it is going till April 2020. So we are sitting in the month of September. So from May to September, this is the expense part, because September has already passed. We are closing books of September, so September is already passed. Even we are booking on 20th September, we must understand one thing, we have to account for full September because we will close this September month. Okay, so we have to account for May, June, July, August, September, 5 months as expense, and balance 7 months as prepaid. Okay, so going back here, so what we will do, 224,794 divided by, this is the expenditure for 12 months, into 5 months as expense, and 224,794 divided by 12 into 7. This will go to your prepaid account. So accounting entry would be music expense account debit, prepaid account debit to Music Conji Limited. This is the first entry. Okay, so first of all, what we have done, we have accounted for expense and prepaid and posted it to party. How much will be the amount? Let me just calculate it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll use the calculator here. Okay, so